How much should we be in control of our body during intimacy? There's one part of us that envisions ourselves as we're able to master the moment, and there's the other part that feels out of control, like our bodies do one thing and our mind's doing something else. That usually translates into performance challenges in the bedroom. We feel embarrassed, we can feel ashamed and awkward. So in this video, I'm going to share and answer that exact question. How much should we be in control of our body, and how do we start becoming more in control if we feel out of control? I've experienced sexual performance anxiety myself, and I have worked with guys in every continent around the world, apart from Antarctica, to be able to fix sexual performance anxiety so that we can feel normal again. This question of control and how much should I be in control during intimacy, I look at this through two different ways. We have our body and what that is going to do naturally, and then we also have the parts that we are in more control of than we realize. So let's start with the body, and then I'm going to come on to, let's say, the mindset. Body mindset is a good way to put it. So the body is going to do its thing to a degree. Let me explain in a bit more detail. When we are getting aroused, when we're becoming erect, we don't have to consciously think about, now I've got to send blood to a certain part of my body. When we're building up towards a climax, we don't have to think, now it's time for me to start contracting my pelvic muscles at a different rhythm to be able to build up to climax. Our body does that automatically. When we're climaxing and then ejaculating, we don't have to think, now I've got to get the sperm ready to come out. These things happen naturally, and we are not in any degree of control. Well, probably some people would say differently to that, but from my perspective, for most of us, that's not what we're going for. We're not looking to control that element of intimacy. But what we are looking to control is the time in which it takes us to be able to achieve an erection, or the time in which it takes us to be able to climax, whether that's extending the time or decreasing the time. And so what do we do about that? I often imagine the build up during intimacy like a wave, that we're building up and up and up, the intensity increases, and then of course we reach climax. So that's the body. Now let's talk about the mind. Whether it is the beginning of intimacy, how we feel in the moments before or even the days before going into intimacy, whether we feel anxious about that or whether we feel like we're ready to enjoy it. And then there's also the moment. In the moment, the building up and the climax. This is the area, this mindset area, is the part that we're in more control of than we realize. So whether it is about not being able to get or stay hard, or whether it's about climaxing, if there's an area that we're feeling out of control, it's important that we bring some resources to that so that we can start to have more of the type of intimacy that we want. What do I mean by resources? Well, often what we spend our time doing is looking at endless videos, endless articles, trying different things online that may show us some results, whether it's pills, whatever it may be, may show us some results, but haven't got us where we want to get to. So we have to be honest with ourselves first of all and say, is what I'm doing working? Is it allowing me to become in control of my performance and feeling like I can trust my body, or is it not? That's a yes or no answer. Maybe it's a little bit yes, but majority no. So if that's the case, the second step is then trying some new tools. Now, we read many things online like meditation, breathing, Kegel exercises. These things are all very helpful, and I see them as additional incremental supports. If we're experiencing performance anxiety, it is not those alone, those tools alone, that's going to get this sorted for us. And here's where I come on to the third point. The most important thing that we can do is to understand what is going on for us personally. Why are we feeling a degree of out of control in this area of our life? Because I'm pretty sure that there's other areas of your life in which you do feel in control of. For us to be able to understand what is going on for us personally, there's a few ways we can do that. One way is a quiz, a free quiz that I've developed called the Performance Anxiety Quiz. This is based on my own experience and the conversations that I've had with thousands of guys around the world who experience these challenges. It's 10 yes or no questions that you answer, and then at the end of that, you will see your score and you will see, is this performance anxiety? Why is this happening? And what to start doing about it so that we can get it fixed. The most important part, whatever tool it may be that we're trying, whatever steps that we're taking, the most important part is results. What I am testing and trying out, does it feel right? Am I seeing the results? Does it feel like it's taking me in the right direction? In the details box below, you'll see the link to the quiz. When you click on that link, it will take you straight to the page where you can answer the 10 yes or no questions. I look forward to seeing you right there.